Hey guys, didn't mean to interrupt, but looking good. Yeah. Probably wondering why I'm not wearing any clothes. It's hot in here. Yeah, hot. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and grab my stuff and head out. There it is. What's happening, guys? Start off the hump day with a little bit of sexy. Too sexy. Too sexy. What is happening? How's everybody doing today, huh? Yeah. How we doing? Oh, if I what? Hey, Dave, Love and Film Junkie. Keep it up. Well, thank you, Mr. Shane. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for clicking in and all that stuff. It's February 16th. Man, we're getting close to the Batman, guys. So close to the Batman. Make sure you smash that like, thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel, notification bells. If you want to become a member, become a member. You got the Patreon right there, too, if you want to help out the pirate ship. Surely appreciate it. And, of course, the Film Junkie Closet down below. That's what is happening. So, yeah, who's out there, huh? What are we doing here? What about... Oh, don't worry. We'll be talking about all of the Batsuits, not just the standard ones. Trust me. What's going on, Ryan? Let's see, Eric. Like I said, I can only fit 6 on there, so. Oh, man, that was yeah. Oh, yeah. I didn't. It was mainly because I was like, you know, he's the new guy. He's the new guy. That was mainly it. But thank you for joining this Captain Gator Girl. All right, we got BBS Pattinson Bell right there. Hello, Gavin. Good to see you. Good to see you. Yo, Bradley, what's up, buddy? Always good to see you, man. Haven't seen you. You always show up every now and again. That's right. Let's see who we got. We got Gooseneck right here. Cool. Here is Evolved Pattinson Better. Keaton Stunt Double is wearing hockey pads. What's going on, Mr. Patterson? Woke up today. Yeah, that's right. Looks like John Cena was having fun today, following a bunch of people. Pretty much if he tweeted about the show, he was definitely going to follow some people back. So that's pretty good. That's good on him, you know. What the hell? That's right. It was, you know, had to get a little pervy with with that little photo shoot, which of course we'll talk about. We'll talk about that Entertainment Weekly article, mainly just, you know, I mean, we're not going to talk too much about it. I mean, we've talked about the Batman so much. I mean, we're so excited about it. But yeah, a new photo shoot and some new stills that they posted, of course, too, which is always grand. That's right. Thank you, Shane. I appreciate it, buddy. You're awesome. Hello, Mom. How you doing? Always good to see you, Mom. Love you. Yeah, I know, right? It was basically my, that was my audition for all that, right? That's going on. Hey, what's going on, Mr. Fear Jason? We got Cat right here. Why isn't Casual Batman? I know, right? He should be. Don't worry. He'll be showing up. Be doing some stuff over this weekend. That's for damn sure. Hey, what's going on, Ryan? Yes. Pure Cinema. Oh my, right? Possibly at the job. Watch well. There you go. Well, thank you, T. Beasy. Appreciate it. We got James right here. T. Bagger. Won't let me in the theater. They won't let you in the theater. What? Why is that? What's going on, Carrie? Always good to see you. No nipples. Yeah, didn't show the nipples. What's going on, Mr. Nicotina? Always good to see you. Tell you no photos. You always forget. Well, you're. I know. I always forget about that, Cap. I always forget about that. I always do. What's going on, James? Needed a reason to flex. Flexing the traps. Got to do that, right? So, anyways, we got Tyler right here. What's going on, Miss Rayo? Always good to see you. We've seen the shoulders. I know, right? One of these days, maybe. Hey, we got Wonder Meg here. Good to see you, Meg. That's right. How's it going, Evan? So many people rolling in, having fun. Let's do this. I think that's pretty much it for everybody saying hi. Jeffrey Dean Morgan and John Cena followed me. Wow, even Jeffrey Dean. That's cool. Jeffrey Dean. That's cool, man. All right, we got Infinity here. We got Mark here. And, of course, we got Knight Captain right here. Yeah, to the trunks. Nah, yeah. Yeah, but we're going to talk about the Batsuits. Hey, we got JD McRae right here. Always good to see you. Yo, legend. All righty then. Let's see. We good? Yeah, what's going on, Nerdtastic? So many people showing up to talk some Batsuits. That's right. We're going to talk some Batsuits. Live action. I figured, after the whole thing yesterday when it came to Keaton's new suit, and it was a topic of conversation, of course, the normal stuff. I just wish people would be a little bit more original or creative instead of just calling everything CW. I don't understand that. It's like, okay. So we just certain people just resort to CW all the time, which is kind of funny, but what can you do? And I did pour a little bit of wine for Hump Day, and I figured for the Batsuits we're going to talk about. So cheers, guys. Little glass right there. Had an okay day. Kind of like trying to get shit done kind of day. So, that's always fun. But yeah, I figured it'd be fun to talk about all the Batsuits. And like I said, we are talking about all the Batsuits, all right? I mean, hopefully I didn't skip one. But yeah, we're not just going to be talking about one, just one Ben Affleck suit, just one Val Kilmer suit. We're going to be talking about all of them, all right? We're going to be talking about all of them because some of them are sexier than others. Let's just say some of them are sexier than others. So we'll definitely be talking about all of that. So, all right, let's get to the tweets, huh? Let's see what happened in the Twitter world right here. All right, here we go. Okay, as was announced yesterday, we have an official logo, of course, for the Sonic the Hedgehog 3 right here. So that's pretty cool. I know. I guess they're pretty confident in the sequel. How adorable. Look at little Robbie Pat right here, right? Look at the adorable guy. Now he's Batman. Crazy, right? Just a quote right here from Denna Geek. He said, I remember wearing a Batman outfit a lot when I was a kid, but I didn't quite realize how much I was wearing it. It seems like every single day I was wearing the Batman outfit, and I think I still have it somewhere in my parents' attic. So you need to bust that thing out, right? Right. And yes, Mr. John DiMaggio, Bendergate. Yeah. So when it comes to the Futurama revival, we're not going to be getting Bender. We're not going to be getting Mr. DiMaggio right here. Apparently not coming back. We'll still get Bender. They'll just have somebody else voice him. But apparently he's just saying like he's tired of getting taken advantage of, these, voice actors and whatnot. Basically, he wants to be paid right to come back for a revival. So he posted that right there, which, hey, you know what? Stick to your guns, man. Hopefully they can maybe work something out, but yeah, sounding like he's just like not all about coming back for the Futurama revival, but What could he do? And then, of course, we have this lovely little screen, this little GIF right here, of course, from Zack Snyder's Justice League. Just look at that cape flowing, cape porn flowing. You gotta love all of that. Such a beautiful shot right there. Army of the Dead, Oscar's fan favorite, of course. And then this is interesting right here. So apparently, according to Robert Pattinson, we have a quote right here. He said that when it comes to talking about Superman in this Batverse, he's actually said, we've talked a little bit about Superman in this world. Me and Matt, yeah, we think it'd be fun. I read some of the Earth 2 comics, like the new ones, and really like the Val-Zod character. Interesting. So that's that article right there. Kind of interesting because, there's questions when it comes to the expansion of all this. I mean, we know initially Matt Reeves just wanted to have his very own universe, and that's pretty much what he's going for when it comes to all this. He didn't want to have the burden of having to connect it with all this stuff. But with set photos, which had interesting costumes at a costume party that had one that looked like Superman, somebody that looked like Wonder Woman, and then there was also newspapers displayed talking about a Superman kind of character happening, something, saving a bus or something like that. But it is also interesting, too, that, we're essentially supposed to be getting a Val-Zod movie or series coming to HBO Max from Michael B. Jordan. So I think it's just, maybe there was just discussions. I don't think they're actually going to be going forward with it or anything like that. I don't think at least in the first 3 movies, they're not going to be like, hey, let's start connecting shit already. Now I think the initial trilogy is just going to be very much Batman, just Batman right there, and they're going to expand on the Batverse. But it is interesting that they did have conversations when it came to expanding, I guess, this DC universe right here. So interesting, and the fact that he said Val-Zod, interesting, right? Okay. Hey, here's a cool behind-the-scenes shot. Batman 89, the little parade float thing with the money and the Joker. That's cool. I love this right here from Dustin Lee Massey. Look at that. We got Adam West. We got 89 Batman right there. We got Bale, and then we got Batfleck right there. It's pretty cool stuff. All in the vein of the Batman poster. Really like that. Creative. I love this movie. If you guys haven't seen it, do yourself a favor. Ivan Reitman, he made a movie called Dave that starred Kevin Kline and Sigourney Weaver. This is just a feel-good 90s movies. They don't make movies like this anymore. They don't. Remember there was you go back to the 90s, they made movies about presidents and romantic comedies with presidents. American President, I think there was other ones too. But Dave, I always really enjoyed that movie. Really good movie. If you haven't watched it yet, it's basically about a lookalike, somebody who looks like the president, fills in for the president, and it's all pretty crazy stuff, and it's good. It's one of those really good movies right there. So Dave was definitely awesome, right? And, even though it's my name, that maybe that's part of the reason why I love that movie, because it's my name. I don't know. Could be it. Look at this haunting picture of Cesar Romero putting on that Joker makeup. Motherfucker would not shave that mustache. But, hey, whatever. He still painted his face right there. But that is pretty creepy looking right there. Woo! Crazy. And please let this happen. Bob Odenkirk is confident that Nobody 2 will get made as development continues on the action sequel. His quote right here, it's not a sure thing yet, but we're working on it. I think signs point to yes. So hopefully we'll get a Nobody 2 because I really, really enjoyed the first one. You can watch it on HBO Max, too, which is good. We have another shot right here from Sandman, which looks haunting and creepy and cool. Looking forward to that series. Release that fucking Ayer cut, biatch. Hate Love. Love that. Love that gun. It's good stuff. Hey, we got some more Batman posters right here. This is fucking sweet. I love these. From Julian Chan right here. We got Adam West. We got Keaton right here. It's pretty cool. We got animated Kevin Conroy right there. And then we got Val Kilmer. Gotta love it. And then there's even more, too. We got Clooney. Cool side pro. I love how they did that. We got Bale right there. And then we got Affleck. And then, of course, we got Mr. Robert Pattinson right there. So just beautiful, beautiful fucking posters right there. So creative. That's why I love it when people come up with creative ways to, with posters and everything like that. Just so goddamn beautiful. And then, hey, look at this. We got a poster for The Boys Diabolical, the animated show that's coming to Prime Video, which is going to be a little spin-off to, of course, The Boys right here. Should be interesting. Look at the people that are involved in this here. Aquafina, Michael Cera, Don Cheadle, Chase Crawford, Kieran Culkin. Oh, man, Simon Pegg, Seth Rogen, and of course, Kamel is going to be in there, Ben Schwartz, Sandberg, everything, Kenan Thompson, so many people, Aisha Thompson, Christian Slater, Kevin Smith, and of course, Elizabeth Shue. Oh, man, so many people are going to be joining that, so I'll be definitely watching that for sure. Too sexy, my God. Yeah, there's a lot of that we'll talk about, too. Hey, guys, the Foo Fighters released a thrash metal song for their movie that's coming out called Studio 666, which I'm going to be going to see. Not this weekend, it's next weekend that it's coming out. But they released a fucking thrashy metal song, which is awesome. So if you haven't heard it yet, do yourself a favor. Love it. And look at this guy looking all freaking jacked and ripped. Hey, I guess we're going to have another ripped Joker, right? If the rumors are true that he's a Joker. Yeah. Hey, you know what? If you want to be Joker, you got to get a little jacked, I guess you could say, or you got to get really skinny. If you're Joaquin Phoenix right there, so yeah, Mr. Barry Cohen right there, just like hello. Look at that, and then remember this, guys. Remember this? Happy anniversary, 1 year anniversary to this. The Batman is in big trouble. I'm working on the set of the Batman. So in about a week or so, all the media will go after him for what he and Zoe did on the set of the Batman last week. Me, and a lot of the workers with Matt Reeves caught Robert Pattinson and Zoe Kravitz having sex on the Batmobile prop. It's probably one of the worst things I've ever saw in my career. Now, Matt was so furious, he interrupted them. And that's not all. Zoe took a pregnancy test, and she is pregnant. And everyone believes it's Pattinson. Since October, Robert and Zoe started dating in secret. We knew about it as we saw them together after work. She recently divorced her husband, though. I'm purely disgusted by their act, both her and Pattinson. All I know is that Reeves is so furious, he might not do Batman 2 and 3 as he planned to blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Remember that? So happy anniversary to all that. That was fun, right? That was definitely fun. And then this GIF right here, I actually meant to quote tweet what we're going to talk about tonight when it comes to Ryan Reynolds. For some reason, I guess I wasn't looking because I got distracted. So this didn't mean like this. If anybody was wondering what exactly this GIF meant, it was meant to quote tweet what Ryan Reynolds said today, but I fucked up on that. So what can you do? So. And then we have some. There's some interesting stuff too when it comes to this right here. We have obviously the outside of Michael Giacchino's soundtrack of the Batman. The music listed is mostly classical music, opera, and electronic music. So a complete list of all that. There's also something else pretty interesting about that as well. And then, hey, look at this. I mean, it's almost like Zack Snyder and Mr. DJ right here predicted that there was going to be a Wonder Twins movie, because this is what they said right here.
Wonder Twin powers activate. Wonder Twin powers activate.
There you go. They're Wonder Twins fans. So when people are like, who the hell wants this? Hey, maybe Zack Snyder wants it. You never know. Remember when I was giving shit to all that? Who asked for this? When people go, who asked for this? Maybe Zack Snyder asked for it. Maybe he wanted to do a Wonder Twins. Him and DJ. And by the way, DJ's a VFX artist on VFX supervisor, I should say, on The Flash. So let's not forget that. And John Cena apparently is going to star in a movie called Coyote vs. Acme for Warner's. He'll play as the antagonist in a CG live action hybrid. So another mix of live action and animation when it comes to the Looney Tunes with John Cena as the antagonist. Interesting. Cool. Whatever. I'm like, where's that Roger Rabbit sequel? Jesus Christ. Back in 1992 in Times Square. That was pretty cool. The bat, the cat, and the penguin right there. And now we have Matthew Modine joins Oppenheimer. I tell you, this cast is just full of fucking names right here, man. Oppenheimer is going to be something pretty crazy. And it's been confirmed that Oscar Novak, this kid right here, is playing young Bruce Wayne that we'll be seeing. Obviously, we see him right here in these pictures. Who knows if there's going to be some flashbacks, but Yep. So there you go. There's our young Bruce Wayne right there. We got Mr. Staz right here, Staz Nar. He's starting to train, of course, for Rebel Moon. So that's pretty cool. And then speaking of training, Jesus Christ. I mean, she is just doing it, guys. She keeps on doing it. Holy Lord. Miss Sophia Boutella showing that flexibility once more. I think it's safe to say she's probably going to be doing most of her own stunts and cinematography when it comes to Rebel Moon. Holy crap, man. I mean, Jesus. Talk about flexible right there, guys. Hello. And you remember this? Remember when Patrick Stewart said I met with Kevin Feige a couple months ago and we had a long conversations and there have been moves and suggestions which include Charles Xavier? Here's the problem. If we had not made Logan, then yes, I would probably be ready to get into that wheelchair one more time and be Charles Xavier, but Logan changed all that. Did it really, Patrick? Did it really? Did it really? Because that's how like a lot of us felt, but it seems that you are coming back for the Multiverse of Madness. A little frustrated about this, but how could he be frustrated at Patrick Stewart? You know? I mean, Logan was definitely it was an opus. It was a great send-off for Charles and fucking Logan, but they're coming. But when Kevin Feige starts throwing that money at you, I guess, right? Just kidding. Power to him. They spelled Toby's name wrong right here. Poor guy. He looks high as fuck. He was at the Super Bowl. They spelled it without the E. Dummies. How dare they? And the Batgirl director, Mr. Adil Arbi, right here. He posted his inspirations right here. And, of course, it's the various live-action Batman directors right there. So, awesome. Love the fact that he did that. Some Schumacher love, Burton love, Snyder love, Nolan love, and Reeves love right there. That's right. Bunch of goats. All I see is goats in this picture. That's all I fucking see in that little collage right there. Yeah, see, we talked about this yesterday. I'm not entirely convinced that this is actually Rick English. Not entirely convinced. I get why people are saying that because it kind of looks like, he's got a pretty good jawline and chin. I'm not entirely convinced, and I told you guys yesterday, especially you members, I kind of gave you like who actually was Keaton's, his name was Ashley Beck, who was actually Keaton's stunt double in the Flash movie, and was hearing that he was probably going to be doing the stunt work again in the Batgirl movie. Not entirely convinced because, well, Rick English is a pretty big guy. So it makes sense for Pattinson and Affleck because they're tall dudes. Keaton ain't a tall dude. And I don't think it's necessarily that. And not to mention Rick English, he also does mainly like motorcycle work, you know? I mean, I'm not saying that he doesn't do other work too, but I'm not entirely convinced. I mean, it'd be kind of cool if Rick English played 3 different Batmen, did all the stunt work for all 3 Batmen. But I'm not entirely convinced. that that's actually Rick English right there, to be honest. Looking at that video, I'm like, the guy is not that tall, and I thought Rick English was pretty tall. So we'll see what happens, but I mean, I know who was Keaton's double in The Flash. It definitely wasn't Mr. English, so we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, if I'm wrong, then you know what? I'll own it. I can actually admit it. I was wrong. If it comes out that it is Rick English, guess what, guys? I will say I was wrong. See how easy that is to say? I was wrong about a certain piece of information that I gave you guys. I apologize for being wrong. I got, somebody told me another name, and it was wrong. I apologize. Oh, shit. It's so easy. There's a helicopter flying overhead. Dad? My dad flies helicopters. So anyways, let's go ahead and talk about the main topic right here. Okay. All right, let's go over some Batsuits, all right? So obviously it's been, been talked about, especially since yesterday. I mean, everybody was anxiously awaiting the new Michael Keaton Batsuit, and we got a glimpse of it before the Batman comes out, which I'm sure Warner was probably like, God damn it, but obviously they got to keep a schedule when it comes to all this. I wasn't suspecting to see the Keaton Batsuit till well after the Batman has come out because you don't want to steal the thunder, but guess what? It still does. We still got to shoot, and of course people are still got to take pictures, and they're just leaning into the whole picture taking and everything like that. So what are you going to do? What are you really going to do? So anyways, all right, so basically I'm going to go from my least favorite to obviously my favorite. That's the way I'm going to rank them right here, and we're going over all of them right here. And we're going to first start off. I don't really have these ones ranked. I really don't have the first ones ranked because, we're talking about the OG right here, the 1943 Batman right here, the Lewis Wilson Batman right here. Look at that. Look at that guy. That's where it all started right there, folks. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that mask. Look at that everything. Look at that. Look at that belt. That is a gnarly belt. So I'm not going to, these are just going to be the honorable mentions, the honorable mention right here, of course, of that. So, we had, of course, we had the first one, the 1943 right there. Jeez, 1943. And then we got Robert Lowry, who in 1949 did Batman and Robin. So, slightly bigger, bat on the chest. The ears decided to stick out this way. He looks more like devil horns than anything. But those two are just the honorable mentions when it comes to these Batsuits. But now we're gonna get into it, and I'm talking TV. We're gonna start, and I'm sorry guys, but I fucking hated this Batsuit. Fucking hated it. I enjoyed the show, but I hated what ended up turning to be this. I did. Gotham, I enjoyed Gotham. The last season started falling off because they felt like everything was being rushed. And then they were just like, well, we're going to put you in this suit right here. I don't like this bat costume really at all. Nothing against Mr. David right here, but jeez. Was not a fan of it. Couldn't really find a good picture of it too. It's just kind of the green screen and stuff like that. Yeah, don't talk about this one though, but this one was horrible. And then to move over to another TV show, we have the Titans Batsuit, which doesn't even have a bat logo on it. It's you want to talk about hockey pads? You're looking at hockey pads right there, man. So yeah, let's just get those two out of the way. Let's just get those two right out of the way right there, okay? Let's get that. But then we're moving over to, how about the ice suits? Look at this. Remember the ice suits? The Batman. I don't hate it. I don't hate it, but my God, were they trying to sell toys when it came to Batman and Robin. So this is, of course, I would say this is ranked number 14. For starting at 16 with the Gotham and then Titans, and then now we're at the Clooney ice suits right there. That's right. Somehow they already had a Batgirl version of this, but yeah, look at those cod pieces, man. I do like the fact that he has bat wings on his knuckles, on his on his fists. That's pretty cool. I do, however, love the Funko Pop for this suit. So, not too shabby. And then of course you have the regular Clooney suit, full on nipples and everything. There's been some pretty cool concepts where people have changed the colors of it, and it actually looks pretty cool if it was actually fully black instead of purpley or whatever. But nothing fully. I actually do like the fact that they didn't do the yellow emblem on the chest and they made it 3D like. I actually did dig that. I thought that was pretty cool. I do like the logo a lot. But, it ranks low when it comes to live action Batsuits, I will say, because I tell you what. And then we have the GOAT. We have the original, the OG right here, of course, Mr. Adam West. There's nothing. Obviously it was 1966. You can't expect, anything to be too. But this is what we watching reruns and stuff like that, I mean, this was the costume that we saw with the eyebrows and everything. I mean, I think the undies and the belt are a little too high, you know? I mean, it's like tucked in under his fucking nipples right there, man. But hey, you know what? It's so goofy. It really is. It's Adam West. What are you going to do when it's Adam West? But that's number 12. And then, you know, some people give me shit about this because, you know, and I just... it ranks low for me. I'm sorry. And yes, I know they're referencing it now for Keaton's suit. But yes, the Batman Returns costume comes in next. Comes in at number 11 for me right here. I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad, but, you know, I don't know why. I didn't really like the chest piece, you know, the torso and stuff like that. I think I really dug the ab armor more than this, but I know a lot of people like this costume and stuff like that. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, nothing wrong with that, but you know, I just prefer the other one a little bit better, that's for sure. All right, now we're getting into the top 10 right here, and number 10, The Dark Knight. That's right, the Dark Knight costume, which of course revolutionized the Bat costume because he can turn his fucking head now, which is cool. It's definitely, I don't hate this costume at all. It definitely makes sense for the world that Nolan created. And then, of course, having like the individual plates right there, you know, it's still a pretty cool costume. It's still a good costume. It is. It definitely is. But, you know, but it's one of the weaker ones, I would say. It's, you know, Christian Bale. What can he do? You know, it's not too bad. It's a good shot right there. I like the promo shot right here. And then coming in at number 9, this is tactical, and then we got this tactical right here. We got Affleck's JL tactical suit, which is better, I think, than the Dark Knight suit, and still looks cool. The cowl's a little weird. I'm not really a fan of the goggles too much either, but it's still, you know, it served the purpose right there. But, you know, I do love the big, huge, fat bat on the chest right there. And, you know, seeing it in action is pretty cool. But the tactical suit still, you know, it's good. It's good. It's just when I was sitting thinking about the rankings, I was like, it kept getting lower and lower and lower because I just like some of the other ones, you know, a little bit more. But the tactical suit is still very awesome. And my God, is that motherfucker a beast. And then coming in at number 8... what we're about to see, Mr. Pattinson right here. So right now, currently, as before we see the movie The Batman, I have at number 8 the Pattinson costume, which every time I see a new shot of this costume in action, it gets more and more and more. I start to enjoy it just more and more and more. Like as much. You know, I know some people have problems with the cowl, and then, of course, it's going to evolve. Yes, it's going to be cool, but yeah, the cowl. Some people have a problem with the cowl right there. I know, and I get that, but it's still pretty damn, you know, it's still a sexy fucking costume. It's still a sexy costume in my eyes. I still dig it. I like the collar, and I like how, they're going to probably explain all the inner workings. We still don't know exactly what's going on with the bat, what the bat is actually made of. A lot of people were suspecting it was made of Joe Chill's gun. Some people were suspecting that, which was always interesting when it came to that conversation. Now, coming in at number 7, this suit is sexy as shit. It is the Val Kilmer sonar suit. All right. This, you want to talk about a bat suit that really pops, and it's just, there's something about it, just the way that it reflects the light. I tell you, I am a fan of the Val Kilmer sonar suit. It's, I love the big bat on the chest. There's no nippies. The belt looks cool. And yeah, it had that hint of like a dark blue kind of to it. And I really, you know, especially when you see some of these statues that are going around and stuff like that. It's a pretty damn cool suit, man. And then of course he has the lenses that come down. You have the little interesting stuff on the cowl. So, you know, I dig the Val Kilmer sonar suit. 100% to dig that suit. And then coming in at number 6, the Justice League. Yeah, we all know this shot right here, but I didn't use the shot that most of the fucking websites use, which is from Justice, which he looks purple. But yes, number 6 is the JL Batfleck standard suit. Not as it's not as good as BVS. Come on, guys. It's not, but it's still very sexy. It's a very sexy bat suit. But the cowl, you could tell he couldn't move his head as well as a BVS suit, but it's still a good looking suit right here. Got the fat bat, and it seems like he needed, I remember before it came out, there was like conversations about him having a little bit more padding, I guess you could say, in his suit, because, he's the only human. He's the only human, so he needed just a little bit more, not to mention the gauntlets too, which is cool, like to add a little bit more too, which saved his ass to absorb like the heat rays of Superman, of course. So that's pretty cool. And then sticking with Batfleck, oh, you love the armored bat suit. Oh, the mech suit. God damn it. When we saw that teaser at Comic-Con, and we saw that Zack Snyder, you crazy son of a bitch, you were going to actually pull from Frank Miller, and just have him full on in the armored suit. So goddamn beautiful. Heavy as shit looking, and I'm sure it was. But hey, even Ben Affleck was able to do push-ups while wearing this suit. So, but yeah, you gotta love that armored suit. It's just so fucking beautiful. With the the fact that was the first time we actually had the full-on white eyes, like glowing. I mean, that was where it actually made sense. So, really cool stuff. And then coming in at number 4, I don't care. I love it. It's that Panther suit. You sexy bitch. That's right. I'm saying sexy a lot because it's Batman. Man, this suit is so dark. It's like it's almost a shadow, man. But yeah, the Val Kilmer Batman Forever suit. I love it. Nipples and everything. Yes. I love the belt. I love everything about it. I love how reflective it looks. I love the emblem, how they like toned it down. Didn't have much, yellow, so it wasn't like sticking out as much. I don't know. But I know like everybody calls it the Panther suit, right? I see all the people, damn right. Fire. Number 4. Fuck yeah, man. Yeah. If we had our way, yeah, I would say get rid of the nippies, but they're very much part of the suit. But I love the Val Kilmer bat suit. And then coming in number 3, boop, yes, the Batman Begins costume, yes. I remember seeing these first images of Bale in the bat suit. Man, I remember this was before like social media. This was before really like. I remember I was at my buddy's house and we were editing something that we were working on, and all of a sudden we caught wind that there's going to be, of course, the Entertainment Weekly were releasing stills from Batman Begins, and we got our first glimpse of the Batsuit. And yeah, I'm sure this suit was more uncomfortable than the Dark Knight suit for sure, but I love this costume. Yeah, sometimes the cape had to have that fabric, which looks more like a blanket, but what can you do? Nothing wrong with that. But I love the Batman Begins suit. It made him look more like a beast, more like just That's why when you watch the beginning of Dark Knight and he's still wearing that suit before he gets the new suit, I love that scene because he just looks more beastly. When he gets in the newer suit, it looks like he actually lost like 20, 30 pounds. It's kind of funny how that is. But yeah, I love the Batman Begins suit. Just love that Batman Begins suit. And then, of course, number 2, it's mainly because, it's the OG cinema suit. And it's got my favorite Batman logo. Of course, the 89 Batsuit. Keaton, I love it. It's great. There's just something, I love his lean pose that he always had, the lean pose, the Nike shoes. Remember, he's wearing Nike shoes right there. You got the little Velcro right there that has Nike on them. That was a whole big thing. I don't think that he's going to be wearing Nikes when it comes to the new costume right here, but yeah, it's the GOAT. It's the OG suit. I love it. I always love the ab armor. I always like that. I thought it was cool. The gauntlets are cool. Everything is cool. Sure, he can't turn his head worth of shit, but hey, it's whatever. Michael Keaton was the expert at doing the bat turn, man. He knew how to fucking swing those shoulders. And I wonder if it's going to be displayed. I really hope they have this costume displayed in the Batcave. We see Keaton, Bruce, Batman, Batcave. I really hope, you know how like in the comic books, you'll see like in the background, you'll see like the old suits. I hope he has this suit. They have this suit like displayed, on displayed. And then, of course, you already know what number one's going to be. We all agree that number one was going to be, of course, the, come on. You knew it was going to be this. And I had to use the Clay Enos pick right here. I should have used the first official shot that we got of the Ben Affleck Batsuit in the BVS. You knew it was going to be number one. I mean, it's going to be hard for any iterations of Batman, any costumes or anything like that, to like, I mean, how it's just, especially side profile with that chin, the short ears, the fact that they wanted to go short ears, ZACK wanted to go short ears, of course, really pulling from Dark Knight Returns. I know a lot of people were kind of complaining about that, the fact that it was short ears, and I was like, it was different, kind of throws you off a little bit, but, I think the short ears are great. Short ears are absolutely great right there, so. But yeah, I mean, it's gonna be so hard. I mean, Mr. Wilkinson really did a number when it came to creating this Batsuit right here. The texture, the fat bat, the utility belts, the gauntlets, everything about this costume is fucking perfect. Perfect in my eyes. It's absolutely perfect. So there you go. That is my ranking of the Batsuits currently. I mean, obviously, I wasn't gonna throw the new Keaton suit in there because we only saw the stunt suit. I want to see what Keaton looks like in the suit before I'd actually put that ranking right there. So, there you go, guys. Yeah, Wilkinson never misses. He never freaking misses. Nightmare, Nightmare Batfleck. I didn't use that one because it. You know what? I mean, that's just Batman with the BVS costume with a trench coat and some goggles. Okay, so I didn't want to use that. So the SS suit, that was pretty much the same thing too, wasn't it? I thought the Suicide Squad suit was essentially the same thing, wasn't it? So I mean, I really thought that when it came to Nightmare, and I didn't think about Suicide Squad because it's essentially just the same suit. So when it comes to animated, I would say just Batman the Animated Series, Lego Batman. Hey, I said live action, guys. Live action. Relax. So anyways, but yeah, the Nightmare is also, I mean, it's part of this suit right here because it's just the same suit with the trench coat. So, and then of course, Suicide Squad and the Armored Bat. Yeah, that's right. Well, Armored Bat was, number 4? Something like that. So there you go, guys. That's my ranking for the live action Batsuits currently right now. Of course, it's going to change, but man, I tell you. I always love looking at that Val Kilmer Batsuit, which is right there. I have it perfectly right there. I tell you, there's just something about that suit. I don't know. Maybe it's like just because it's so chrome looking. I don't know. Anyways, all right. Now speaking of more Batman, now we got the EW stuff that came about. Of course, the opening sketch had the video with Robbie, Pat, and Miss Zoe Kravitz right here. So here it is right here. I'm sure you guys saw some of it. Yeah. It's always there's a whole video. I'm not going to play the video of what they talked about, but they talk about taking on the role and all that stuff. And a lot of people were passing around this. I mean, it's always weird to me when when people have to do like photo shoots and stuff like this. I mean, they're pros. I get it, but they have to like look at each other longingly into their eyes and stuff like that. It's always very interesting. I wonder what they're drinking right there. Scotch, whiskey, bourbon? I don't know. Night moves. Robert Pattinson and Zoe Kravitz take flight in The Batman. So, yeah, they just kind of talk about this. That totally spun me a little anxiety. Yeah, They talk about, obviously, getting on the motorcycles and stuff like that. And how hot. There was one particular part in the interview where apparently when they were doing the first times that they were together, they were mainly doing the fights that we see in the mayor's mansion that we see in the trailer. And apparently at one point, like I guess when Batman throws Catwoman onto that table and they're like talking, you know, it's so hot in that Batsuit. Apparently, like the only way that sweat could actually come out was like at the tip of his nose, so it actually would drip on Kravitz. Jesus Christ, that's got to be like a little bit awkward right there. So. Yeah, and then of course, you know, they talk about all kinds of things like that, about talking about the first time they screen test, which of course he was wearing the Val Kilmer Batsuit, which is a great Batsuit right there. There's another shot with them right there, just looking at each other. Weird. But yeah, and then it said right here, Zoe Kravitz says they have quite a strong connection pretty quickly, and I think they're both trying to ignore that. They're both very surprised by feeling a connection with somebody because that's quite rare for them. But it puts both of us out of the comfort zone. Bruce created Batman in his very binary worldview where he believes there are bad guys and there are victims. Selina comes along and he's like, oh, well, you're a thief. You're basically the same as the Penguin. And yet there's something in her I recognize. It's going up against his snap judgment. So they talk about how, you know, they're trying to feel each other out, but there's a connection there, which we know when it comes to the relationship that Selina and Bruce have. And, you know, when it comes to this, even Zoe Kravitz said when she was doing her research on playing Selina and playing Catwoman, she didn't want to like go too crazy with everything. She just mainly went to the year one book, I guess. That's what she said. That's what she said. She didn't want to like get too crazy with all like, oh, let me look at this iteration or that iteration. I mean, I'm sure she had some ideas, but she didn't want to get too crazy with. So mainly she just was reading the year one book that mainly, I mean, I'm sure she read some Long Halloween as well, because obviously Matt was big time on that and everything. So yeah, can't wait to see their chemistry on the big screen right here. Let's see. Warner Brothers kept coming back. I almost getting annoyed. I was like, wait, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, Matt Reeves talking about all that. I mean, it's a big, huge, long article. We got this new still right here from, which I'm really dying to see what this whole thing right here, when obviously Batman loses his shit and starts wanting to fight start fighting cops in the cage. And Gordon presses him up against the fucking cage right there, man. I cannot wait to see that scene right there. Night moves. Too sexy, too sexy. And then you got this right here. Dizzy. Yeah. And then you got this shot right there, which you've seen. And then we have right here, not that, this. Okay, so we got some more shots right here. Obviously, there's more stuff when it comes to being interviews. Apparently, Robert Pattinson's going to be on Jimmy Kimmel, I think, tonight. And Jeffrey Wright was on Colbert yesterday, so he talked a little bit about all that goodness right there. There's a good little happy shot of them. Aw, how adorable. Then we got this shot right here. Look at that, Mr. fucking... he is pissed. Look at how pissed off he is, man. Pissed. Look at those eyes. Got the teeth showing. And we got, of course, we never really see, you know, Paul Dano's face when it comes to all this. It's always very interesting. We got a new shot of Catwoman right there. She also talked about, Zoe Kravitz also talked about how, you know, coming up with the costume idea. She's not Catwoman yet. So I know some people were hating on it because, you know, she's essentially wearing a beanie for a cowl, but it's like, yeah, it's her first costume. It's a motorcycle suit that she's wearing. She has a whip. And then she just made, of course, you know, this, out of a beanie or like a ski mask or whatever the fuck, made like the cowl, which probably doesn't play too well when it comes to rain. So, of course, I mean, I don't know if by the end we're going to see like an actual cowl and get the goggles and everything. That'd be pretty sweet. I hope she gets goggles. I want her to get the goggles, but that's a cool shot right there. Got Robbie Pat showing off his nipples right there, obviously, you know, doing some nipple action right there. Apparently Selina, of course, she works at a club. I don't know if it's the same club that is owned by Cobblepot, possibly. I don't know. There's a possibility of that. So yeah, you can watch the interview. Just go to the CW channel and watch that video. But what was also interesting, though, guys, what was very, very interesting, who knows? But, I mean, this, the suspicion of makeup cast. So we have Barry Cohen right here, unseen Arkham prisoner. And then when you look at Mike Marino, who did the prosthetics design for the Penguin, and unseen Arkham prisoner. What? I think the evidence is mounting that, yes, this motherfucker might be playing Joker. I don't know. It's kind of just, right there. Come up with your own conclusions, but it's sounding like this guy, we heard his laugh too, so at one point, so yeah, looks like Mr. Barry Cohen is in fact going to be playing the Joker, and he's going to have some prosthetics and makeup maybe. I wonder what they're going to do to his face. That's what I'm wondering, Hopefully, I don't know if they'll do anything. Chin, nose, wouldn't be surprised. I mean, look what they did with Colin Farrell, Penguin. Did a great job, so. All right, there you go, guys. There's the Batman stuff. Yeah. It's a prosthetic dong. All right, so, yeah. I know. It looks like, he is going to be pretty ripped. That's what you got to do now. You got to have a ripped Joker. Nothing wrong with that. Okay. Peacemaker! Well, look at this. I know some people are probably not happy about this, but it's like, who gives a shit? Just don't watch it. You don't have to watch it. We got the season finale of Peacemaker tomorrow, which is going to be insane. We already took our bets who's going to be showing up in that. It sounds to me like things are leading up. We're going to have, Fish Boy who's going to be showing up most likely, which is going to be insane. It's going to be crazy to see all what happens. I've been enjoying the series. I didn't think I was going to enjoy the series, to be honest. I wasn't sold on it, which is kind of crazy. It's like I wasn't sold on it because, the Suicide Squad for me was okay. It was like, it's fine. It's good. It's got some good moments, but, some moments I'm like, that sucked. And then, of course, when they're like, hey, we're going to do a Peacemaker series, a lot of us went, why would you do Peacemaker? You have Bloodshot. You have Bloodsport. You have Ratcatcher. Why are you doing a Peacemaker? That guy was a piece of shit. He ended up being the villain at the end, but then it was like, James Gunn explained, that's why I wanted to do it. Everybody else had their hero moments. He did not. So he's already had a couple of little hero moments too. So Vigilante ended up being a crowd favorite too. Man, I'm seeing ladies out there are swooning for that goober. He said, he had one of the funny. He had a funny line in the last episode. Vigilante, I laughed out loud. He had a funny. He's pretty, funny. But there was one line that he had in the last episode where I fucking laughed out loud. It just was so ridiculous. It was just it didn't make any sense why that would even need to be there. But that's what made it funny. So it was just a funny line that he said. But yeah, King Shark. Who knows that? What's funny too is apparently James Gunn is working on another project, a spinoff from all this too, or maybe he was just joking and said, well, no, what I'm working on is season 2 of Peacemaker. So who knows? But there you go. So congratulations to the cast and crew, John Cena, all those people, Steve Agee, which I talked to. Great dude. If you guys haven't seen that, that was a few vodka streams ago where I talked to him, and just a cool dude, man. Hopefully get to talk to him again and get him back on the vodka stream. Maybe we'll get John Cena on the vodka stream one of these days. Huh? I don't know. I guess I should have fucking tweeted something out. Then he could follow me on Twitter. But we'll see. But can't wait for the finale tomorrow. All right, and then we got Ryan Reynolds. Ryan freaking Reynolds. This fucking guy. Of course, naturally, now with the after we've seen the trailer, the full-on trailer for Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Naturally, now that he's promoting the Atom Project, which I really want to see. I think when does it come out? Tuesday? No. I forgot when it comes out. It comes out soon, right? I really want to see it. Trailer looked good. Looks like a feel-good movie. Got a good cast. But anyways. Yeah, project, it's like E.T. and Back to the Future mixed together. And then, of course, naturally, what's his name, who always likes to, Mr. Mark Mocklin. Malkin. He had to ask. He asked if he's in the Doctor Strange: The Multiverse of Madness, and of course, I'm really not in the movie. Yeah, Tuesday night at the London West Hollywood before Hollywood screening for this right there. So I'm promising I'm not in the movie. Come on, man. As for the third Deadpool, he talks about it's coming along. That's it. So nothing really new when it comes to Deadpool 3. I'm really hoping that something happens there. But he's not in the movie. Come on, Ryan. We know. Bullshit. You can't say it. It's just, it's Andrew Garfield all over again. But less, I guess. Because there was like an image, a blurry image. You know how those blurry images like start floating around the internet and like, oh my God, it's blurry and it's tilted to the side or something like that. But yeah, there's like it might be a leak. Shut the fuck up. Usually, I mean, it's very easy to just make something like that. But apparently there's an image that was also floating around that showed him in one of those like glass cages kind of thing, who knows if it's real. Somebody, if you zoom in on one of the little the glass fragments that are coming off the poster, you kind of can see something like, looks like it's Deadpool with the eyes and stuff like that. I'm thinking he's going to be in it because why not? That'd be a great way to like bring Deadpool into the MCU, and make fun of certain things. Sure, it'll just be like a quick little thing, but yeah, and I just really hope that Deadpool 3 does happen. Kevin Feige just lets them have their fun. Just let Ryan do his thing and whoever is working with him, and we get a nice, third Deadpool movie. Please, Kevin, for the love of shit. All right. All right, let's go to the Twitter questions now. See what you guys have to say over here on the Twitters. All right, let's see. Boop. Let's see. Clement, you can use this drop for your upcoming live streams. Oh, yeah. Is this where he mentions about Batman?
Daddy doesn't want to drive the Batmobile.
Oh, that's where he said he doesn't want to drive.
He doesn't want to drive the Batmobile.
Oh, man. That's pretty funny. It's not, somebody was, yeah. Daddy doesn't want to drive the Batmobile. That's pretty funny. Brad Corinne. So with the Cable Guy Super Bowl ad, what's your favorite Jim Carrey movie? Mine is Liar Liar. Also, isn't it crazy how Chip Douglas predicted the future in his speech on the satellite dish? Yes, if you go back and watch, that's where they got things right. I was a cable guy for 7 years, and when it came to the installation portion of the movie, I'm like one of those like, bullshit, no, that's not how it works, sorry. You know how it is when you see, you see a TV show or a movie of the profession that you work in, you go, that's not accurate, yeah. Things with the cable guy were not accurate, but he did with his speech when they were at the big huge satellite. He'll be able to play a Mortal Kombat with a friend in Vietnam. Yeah, they definitely predicted the future right there. My favorite Jim Carrey movie is Ace Ventura. So the first Ace Ventura is my favorite Jim Carrey movie. Edward, hey Dave, with Peacemaker Season 2 greenlit, I believe this is a way for DC to bring in the organization called Checkmate. I think I saw people talking about that. Waller's part of that group, so would be cool if maybe Harcourt takes over Argus and Waller runs Checkmate. That would be pretty sweet. That's a good idea. I actually like that. Carrie, I saw some tweets on my timeline today indicating some kind of upcoming news from Cavill's Superman. I'm not sure what started it. Have you heard anything from your end? No, I have not. Haven't heard a thing. I don't even hope it would be true, right? Mike, Soups Kenobi, with Dune Part 2 released, hopefully next year, and Rebel Moon Part 1 also being released next year. 2023 is going to be one hell of a year for sci-fi, and I cannot wait. Fuck yeah. Cannot wait either. Mr. Philly Wonka, what are your thoughts on the stunt suit for Batman for the Batgirl film? Well, I gave my thoughts yesterday by main topic. I mean, it's a stunt suit, so the torso part looked a little weird. I like the cowl. I like the shoulder stuff and the cape. Overall, I like the black belt. I think the suit looks good. I think it looks good. It's not perfect for sure. It's, looks a little wonky, but, we'll get probably more official images later. VF, do you think J-Lo can be included in the cast of Doctor Strange: The Multiverse of Madness? Possibly. You never know. You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts. The OG. All you youngins go watch Mr. Mom. Do whatever it takes. I haven't watched that movie in years. But more people need to watch Michael Keaton Multiplicity. That movie is that's comedy gold. Stephen Brody. Hey, Dave. Hope all is well. I'm curious what is a hot take you have when it comes to DC films, DCEU, or otherwise. Thanks. A hot take? I don't know what it'd be. I mean, my hot take is, if it was like a DC film, is, Dark Knight Rises is not that great. It just felt like to me that Nolan was just like, I got to do another one. I wanted more, he wanted to use Ledger's Joker again, but then kind of got pushed up against the wall where it's like, all right, well, we're not going to even reference the Joker and we're just going to do it like this. But it's not a bad movie. Not at all. It's just, I don't know. It's just I don't know. It's just weak to me. It's just not one I go to, and I'm a big Batman fan for some reason. But when it comes to the DCU, I don't know if I really have a hot take. All my DCU hot takes were from a couple years ago when I said $30 to $40 million. The Snyder Cut is not complete. Those are my crazy hot takes at one point, which weren't hot takes. Anyways. David Castillo, the double they're using for Batgirl, whether it is English or not, is clearly much bigger than Keaton. I'd say he's Affleck size. I would say that he's not Affleck size. No way. What would you think if they used Affleck as flashback Batman in the Keaton suit? I know it's crazy, but what would you think if it happened? That would be pretty crazy if that was actually Ben Batfleck in that suit. That would be pretty interesting. Nice little curveball. Let's see. Kyer, he says Pattinson was the worst, has the worst Batsuit so far, and The Hangover after hype, which spelled wrong, will prove that I'm right. But still hope for a great movie. Wow. That was a very interesting question. Not really a question at all. Worst Batsuit so far, and when The Hangover of the hype will prove this guy right. I think he was trying to rhyme, poetic. But still hope for a good movie. So he hopes to be right that people say, wow, that Batsuit is horrible, but he hopes for a great movie. All right. Cool. It's fine. Okay. Sure. Andrick Sally, wouldn't it be cool if we get to see Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, fighting Wanda? Yeah, we might see that. You never know. You just never know. So, could always be happening. Refresh. What, you have a question? Yeah, I thought you already had one. No, you didn't have one, huh? Let's see. All right, said right here, Eric. Hey, Dave, here's some food for thought. The 7-episode book of Boba Fett Season 1 should have been released all at once. The constant speculation... Wait, is that the right one? Yeah, it is. The constant speculation caused a weekly cliffhangers-led disappointments. A binge watch leads to a more satisfying watch. What say you? Yeah, we already talked about this. Even Jeff Johns mentioned that in his review, that it should have probably just been all fully bingeable. But at the same time, everybody was talking about it once a week and stuff like that. So I don't know. Well, you know how it is. It's like you always got to wonder, like, what's the better way to release a show sometimes? All at once, weekly. There's benefits for both, I guess you could say. So I don't know. Anyway, so all right. Let's go ahead and wrap this up. Multiplicity Batmans. Yes, I love that. Anyway, so make sure you smash that like, thumbs up before you leave. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Join if you want to become a member. Hit that notification bell. Patreon is right there. I'll be posting something on Patreon tomorrow, as I do every Thursday. So hopefully you guys enjoy that. And no Film Junkie Live tomorrow, of course. We'll see you guys on Friday for the vodka stream. But of course, naturally, I will be talking about Peacemaker season finale tomorrow. So look forward to that video. I'll try to post it as early as possible. Should be good. I'm looking forward to it. So anyways, guys, it's been fun as per usual. A lot of Batman talk, which you know I'm always about. So anyways, I'll talk to you guys later.